I know this looks like a mess, but here's my little update on what I had to do to, ouch, just hit my head, on how to route all the cables, the steering, and the controls went in there, and the wiring. Some wiring went in there and went back. My gas, when I get it unfiddled here, my gas hose came up through this hole, came up through there, and was on the side of the console that used to be here with this pointing that way. Yep, gas pointing that way. Okay, ideally I wanted to mount it in the gunnel here, but there wasn't enough space inside of here to get this hose. Even if I cut that out, I'd have had to do a whole bunch more to get it over here. So I got to looking, and lo and behold, the gas and the vent line came out right there, which is where my console is going to be. My console is going to go a little bit over from there, that crack, which is a locker. I don't want to cover that locker up. And then it's going to come over here about 25 inches. And so I couldn't make a real short 90. There's a bulkhead down there. I couldn't make that short 90 and get the gas line to come out of here. So what I used is a piece of conduit, 1.5-inch conduit. That's the perfect size for that 1.5-inch hose. This thing. Okay. Now all I got to do is run it up, and I'll mount this on the side of my console, run the gas and the vent line up to it. Actually, it'll be the other side, but just for demonstration. So that took care of that. The cables and the steering cables and the control cables and the wiring loom, I had to get some of this stuff out of the way. I had to cut a channel. It was foam down in here, empty. It's open here where the gas tank is, and right here where that line is, there's a bulkhead that goes all the way up. And and then it's solid foam on the outside here. So what I had to do is cut a hole right in there, in that bulkhead there, and then start chunking out the foam. Cutting out the foam, cut that little thin sheet metal here. I'll cover that back over. I've got the piece of wood I cut out for here. That'll go back in here. So all I gotta do is cover that. And there's my rerouting to my center console. Yay! It's gonna work out really good, I think. So later on.